The Galactic Council had long considered themselves the undisputed masters of interstellar warfare. For millennia, the various species that comprised the Council had refined their combat doctrines, developed devastating weapons, and built what they believed to be the most formidable fleet in the known universe. Their technology was sleek, efficient, and elegant, the pinnacle of civilized combat. Then they met the humans. Admiral Krell, commander of the Council's 7th Exploration Fleet, first spotted the human vessel on the edge of unclaimed space. His ship's sensors registered an anomaly, a vessel of considerable size traveling at speeds that shouldn't have been possible given its mass readings. "What is that?" Krell demanded, his 4 eyes narrowing at the holographic display. Officer Tull, his second-in-command, analyzed the incoming data. "Unknown design, Admiral. Definitely not Council-registered." "Hail them," Krell ordered. The communications officer transmitted the standard greeting protocols. No response came. "They're either ignoring us or their communication system is incompatible," Tull suggested. Krell's mandibles clicked together in frustration. "Move us closer. I want a visual." The Council flagship glided forward, its sleek blue hull reflecting the light of the nearby star. As they approached, the alien vessel came into clear view. The bridge crew fell silent. The human warship was nothing like the elegant vessels of the Council. It was a monster of metal and steel, a brutish construct of hard angles and exposed machinery. Cooling vents released plumes of vapor into space. Massive weapon batteries protruded from its hull like the spines of some ancient predator. The entire vessel seemed to radiate an aura of raw, untamed power. "By the ancestors," Tull whispered, "is barbaric." Krell couldn't disagree. Where Council vessels were designed to be beautiful as well as functional, this thing was built purely for war. It was an assault on aesthetics, and a deeply unsettling one at that. "Scan it," he ordered. The results left the bridge crews speechless. The hull was composed of materials they'd never encountered before, layered in a way that would make it incredibly resilient to energy weapons. The power readings were off the charts, suggesting a propulsion system that defied conventional physics. And the weapons, each one capable of obliterating a Council cruiser with a single shot. "They're hailing us," the communications officer announced suddenly. Krell straightened his posture on screen. The holographic display flickered, and a face appeared. It was unlike any species the Council had encountered. No scales, no fur, no exoskeleton. Just soft, vulnerable-looking skin and a bizarre arrangement of facial features. The alien wore what appeared to be a uniform, adorned with symbols that likely denoted rank. "This is Captain Mike Barnes of the United Earth Federation warship Defiant," the creature said, its voice translated by the ship's computers. "You're in UES space. Identify yourselves." Krell was taken aback by the directness. No formal greeting, no acknowledgement of the Council's authority, just a demand. "I am Admiral Krell of the Galactic Council's 7th Exploration Fleet. We were unaware this sector had been claimed. Our charts show it as neutral space. The human's expression didn't change. Your charts are outdated. This sector has been under UEF protection for 5 standard years." Tull stepped forward. "Impossible. We surveyed this region less than a decade ago." "Things change," Barnes replied simply. "We move quickly." Krell studied the human vessel again. Its design spoke of a species that had evolved in conflict, that had been forged in the fires of war, rather than the measured debates of the Council. These humans were dangerous, not because they were malevolent, but because they were unpredictable. "We mean no intrusion," Krell said carefully. "Perhaps we could arrange a diplomatic meeting to discuss the new borders." The humans seemed to consider this. "Agreed. We'll transmit coordinates for a neutral meeting point." As the transmission ended, Krell turned to his crew. "Prepare a full report for the Council. This changes everything." The diplomatic meeting was arranged on a small, uninhabited moon. Krell brought a small delegation, expecting the humans to do the same. Instead, they arrived in force. 3 massive warships appearing in orbit with no warning, their weapon systems powered but not targeted. "A show of force," Tull muttered as they watched the human shuttles descend. "No," Krell replied. "A show of reality." The meeting itself was tense but productive. The humans were forthright about their territorial claims, but open to negotiation. They spoke of alliance rather than submission, of cooperation rather than conquest. It was not the council way, but it was refreshingly direct. As they prepared to leave, Captain Barnes approached Krell privately. "Your ships are beautiful," the human said, "like works of art." Krell nodded. "And yours are formidable." Barnes smiled. "Beauty doesn't win wars, Admiral, but it doesn't have to come to that." Later, as Krell's flagship journeyed back to Council space, he dictated his final report. "The humans represent a paradigm shift in our understanding of interstellar civilization," he concluded. "They are not bound by our traditions or our aesthetics. Their warships are monuments to function over form, efficiency over elegance. They have not had the luxury of millennia of peace to refine their vessels into works of art." He paused, considering his next words carefully. "The Galactic Council has long believed that the most advanced civilizations would naturally evolve toward our ideals. The humans have proven this theory wrong. They are different. They are dangerous. And they may be the most important species we have ever encountered." Krell powered down his terminal and gazed out at the stars. The universe had suddenly become a much more complex place. And deep down, despite his initial shock, he found himself oddly excited by the prospect.